We'll kind of just pause here. This is the preliminary plat that was approved by the Planning Commission. And again, the rezoning is before you here this evening, but this just gives a little bit more specificity and detail to view as we have a brief discussion of this item. The project itself proposes 89 lots. 61 lots of those would be for single-family development, and 28 lots, or actually 14 structures, so 28 lots would be for twin home development. The development proposal is similar to the existing Aspen Meadows subdivision, which was just previously shown to the southwest, which consists again of a mix of single family and twin homes. The first phase of the development, thank you. The first phase of the development was the existing 4 units on Aspen Ridge Drive to the south of the proposed development. The comprehensive plan does identify this area as low density residential, a proposed mix of R1 and R2P zoning with a single family twin home development is considered low density development by definition of the comprehensive plan. The comprehensive plan does encourage variety and design of new dwellings and neighborhoods. And with that, staff and through the Planning Commission recommending the developer look at a variety and mix of those different types of structures throughout the proposed development. Again, the Planning Commission has recommended approval of this rezoning. At their meeting on March 16th, there were 3 neighbors from the Aspen Meadows area that did speak in opposition primarily to the twin home component. You can see in the slide here at the bottom right corner, you can see that's the majority of where the twin homes, the 28 lots, would be located. And this, thank you, and the single family would be to the north half of that, or north 2/3, I should say. So with that, again, before you for rezoning request, there are, again, were some discussion points on traffic and access. You can see Racadian Court does connect up to our proposed connection to County Road F to the bottom right there. And again, that does need to go before Chippewa County. Again, this is in Chippewa County in the city of Eau Claire, but does need to go before county, and we've been given no indication there would be any concerns with that connection being made. It is slightly off-site, as you can see from the proposed project, but connecting to County Road F. I don't believe engineering has any additional comments, but I'll defer to them if they have any. So with that, I'll stand for any questions.
Does council have any questions for Mr. Allen in regards to agenda item number 2? If so, please raise your hand. Any questions from council here in chambers? I don't see any questions, Mr. Allen. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cody, are you there?
Hi, I am. Can you hear me?
We can hear you fine.
Okay, good. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yeah, we are bringing this. It's really hard for me to see the map, so I can't see the exact lots and which road. But we are looking at doing 61 single families and 14 twin homes, 1 through 28. So 28 twin home units, 14 buildings, and then 61 single families. It'll be a good mix of different price points from the twin homes up to the northern edge of the development. Will be some higher end houses and then kind of a mixture in between. Our Camden development, that I came in the fall of 18, or that's when we started, got approval that summer. Since that time, we have sold all twin home units in there, have accepted offers on them, so we are out of twin home units in there. Average price is $175 to $195 per unit. The single families that we have in Camden. We have sold 12 so far, and have about that many left. Those have an average price of $288,000. So it'll be the same mixture. You know, with everything going on, I don't know when we would start this. We had planned to start it as quick as we could. Maybe would phase it a little bit more, but you know, the next few weeks will be telling with that. We're gonna, at the very least, would like to set it up to be ready to go. As far as the neighbors, there were the 3 neighbors. I had met with each of them individually before the meeting, and all were pretty receptive. 2 of them did come in to the meeting and then ended up talking to them in the hall afterwards. Their concern was we would be doing rental duplexes in there, and I assured them we wouldn't. And one of the neighbors actually called me 2 days after the meeting and said he is supportive of it and appreciates everything. So I believe we have the neighbors' blessing on this as much as we can. And yeah, it'll be a good development. We'd love to get it started soon. So any questions for me?
Any questions from council for the developer? Again, any questions from those participating remotely? Any questions from council here in chambers? I don't see any questions. Thanks, Cody.
Okay, thank you.
If I could get you to lower your hand, I would appreciate it.
Yep.
Thank you. Sean, are you there? Sean?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yep, if you could just talk a little bit louder, that would be great.
Okay. Well, thank you, President Weld and council members. My name is Sean Bohan, 1504 Sherwin Avenue, Eau Claire. I'm an engineer with Advanced Engineering Concepts, the project manager on Walnut Grove. Just wanted to touch on 2 items in regards to the rezone of the twin home area. Number 1 ends up being the access out onto Jeffers Road, County Trunk Highway F. We have touched base with Chippewa County. We have marked the location of that intersection, and we do end up having a verbal preliminary approval. We will be sending plans to them here in the next couple days for actual approval of that intersection. If you've visited the site at all, the location of that intersection is basically right over the top of the existing driveway. And there's very good sight distance both to the south and to the north. So there isn't any issues at all with that. The second item I wanted to touch on was just the size of the twin home lots that would be abutting the single family. It's lots 11 through 18, about the 4 residents and stuff. Those lots are really deep. We ended up making them, I believe they're about 190 feet in depth. Typically, we end up having them about 120, and the reason we did that is to make sure that we ended up having the twin home buildings far enough away from the single family and to be able to end up having, whether we put a vegetative buffer and stuff that ends up being there, but we just wanted to end up being courteous, and the owner is very cognizant of the fact that they are butting up against the single family, so he just wants to make sure that he gives them plenty of room. And with that, I'm here to answer any other questions.
Any questions from council in regards to, for Sean? Again, any questions from council in regards to agenda item number 2? I don't see any questions, Sean. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else that wishes to speak to this agenda item?